Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Daily Morning Podcast. So, firstly, let's see how Indian markets closed in yesterday's session. So, Indian equity market ended the first day of FY25 on a positive note, with benchmark indices Sensex and Nifty scaling fresh record highs. Sensex made a fresh high of 74,254.6 levels, and Nifty 50 made a fresh high of 22,529.9 levels in yesterday's session. At close, the benchmark indices were up by 0.5 to 0.6%, while broader markets outperformed, with Nifty Mid-Cap 100 gaining 1.7% and Nifty Small-Cap 100 gaining by 3.3%. If we take a look into the top 5 gainers and losers of Nifty 50, then the top 5 gainers were JSW Steel, Tata Steel, Divi Slab, Shriram Finance and Adani Ports, while the top 5 losers of Nifty 50 were Eicher Motors, Titan, Nestle, LTI Mindtree and Tata Consumer. If we look into the sectoral performance of Bombay Stock Exchange, then BSE Metal and Power were the top sectoral gainers in BSE. As BSE Metal Index rose by 3.4%, BSE Power was up by 2.1%, followed by BSE Services, Healthcare, Oil and Gas, IT and FMCG sectors. While on the other hand, BSE Consumer Durables and Auto sector saw some marginal declines in yesterday's session. Also on the Bombay Stock Exchange, there were about 104 stocks that made 52-week highs, which included names like ABB, Adani Ports, Ambuja Cement, Cummins India, Force Motors, Cochin Shipyard, etc. And about 20 stocks made 52-week lows, which included companies like Bajaj Electricals, Vinati Organics, BGR Energy Systems Limited, etc. Talking about the market breadth, then there were about 3,212 stocks which advanced in BSE, and about 698 stocks declined against them in yesterday's session. On the fund flow side, the DIs remained net buyers to the tune of rupees 1,208 crores, while FIIs net sold 522 crores of cash position in the yesterday's cash market. Moving on to the global market cues. So firstly, taking a look into the US market close. So the US market closed mixed in trade overnight after stronger than expected manufacturing data caused worries over the timing of the interest rate cuts. The US manufacturing PMI increased to 50.3 in the month of March from 47.8 in the month of February. This was also the highest and first reading above 50 level since September month of 2022. So if we look, the Dow and S&P 500 fell by 0.6% and 0.2% respectively, while Nasdaq gained 0.1% at close. If we look into the Asian market cues, then the Asian markets are mostly trading on a positive side, but the trends in the GIFT Nifty are slightly negative, so that suggests for a flat to negative opening for our market. Then after this, some auto companies will be in focus, as a lot of auto companies have declared their March month sales numbers. So just to name some few companies, March month auto sales numbers, and Maruti Suzuki has reported good 10% year-on-year increase in their auto sales numbers at 1,87,196 units. M&M's passenger vehicle domestic sales volumes have grown 13% year-on-year at 40,631 units. While Tata Motors passenger vehicle sales volumes have also shown a decent growth of 14% year-on-year at 50,297 units. Eicher Motors two-wheeler sales have increased marginally by 5% year-on-year at 75,551 units, while TVS Motors two-wheeler sales volumes have grown 12% year-on-year at 3,44,446 units. Hero MotoCorp sales numbers have also declined 6% on a year-on-year basis at 4,90,415 units. Ashok Leyland's total sales volumes have declined 4% year-on-year at 22,866 units. Tata Motors commercial vehicle volumes have declined 10% year-on-year at 42,262 units. M&M's CV domestic sales volumes have also declined 6% year-on-year at 20,930 units. Escort's Kubota tractor sales volumes have declined 17% year-on-year at 8,587 units, while M&M's tractor sales volumes have declined 26% year-on-year at 26,024 units. So likewise, these auto companies will be in focus for today's session. Now some other companies which are in focus for today's trade are Reliance Industries. So Reliance Jio is reckoned to have crossed the 100 million mark of pure 5G users at March end. While the closest rival, Bharti Airtel, has ended the fiscal fourth quarter with nearly 75 million of 5G subscribers. So, this will be kind of neutral to positive news for both the companies. Adani ports have handled 420 MMT of cargo in FY24, which also includes the international ports, with domestic ports contributing over 408 MMT of cargo. So, this is neutral to positive for Adani ports in short term. There is a news from Aditya Birla Fashion where the company is planning to vertically demerge its Madura fashion and lifestyle business into a separate listed entity. So it will be a positive move for the company, and it will be positive for the stock in short to medium term. JTL Industries has reported its highest ever annual sales volume of 3,41,846 metric tons against 2,40,316 metric tons in FY24, which is up by 42.3%. So this is positive for JTL Industries in short term. AU Small Finance Bank is also in focus. The board of the bank has announced the merger of Fincare Small Finance Bank with itself, so it is neutral in short term. NMDC has reported 4.86 metric tons of production for the month of March against 5.6 metric tons in the corresponding month of last year. And sales for the month of March has stood at 3.96 metric tons against 4.84 metric tons in the March month of 2023. So this is neutral for NMDC in short term. Infosys has received a tax demand order worth rupees 341 crores for financial year 2021. So this is neutral for Infosys in short term. CSB Bank has reported the total deposits of rupees 29,719 crores as of 31st March, which is up by 21.3% on a year-on-year basis, and gross advances of rupees 24,574 crores, which is up by 17.9% on a year-on-year basis. So this is positive for CSB Bank in short term. Bharat Dynamics has reported a turnover of rupees 2,350 crores for financial year 2024 against 2,489 crores for financial year 2023. The company's order book position stands at rupees 19,468 crores as of 1st April. So this is neutral to kind of positive for Bharat Dynamics in short term. IREDA has also reported their business update numbers where the company's loan sanctioned as of 31st March stands at rupees 37,354 crores, which is up by 14.6% on a year-on-year basis. The loan book outstanding as of 31st March was rupees 59,650 crores, which is up by 26.7% on a year-on-year basis. So it is positive in short term for the stock. Uflex has started commercial operations of the CPP film production line at Flex Films LLC Russia with an installed capacity of 18,000 metric tons per year. So positive for the company in medium to long term. Unum India is also in focus. The company has received communication from Honda Motorcycle and Scooter India informing about the global recall of their bikes on account of leakage of oil which was observed from the engine caused by the dislodgement of the sealing plug cone out of the engine cover which was supplied by the company's plant situated in Haryana. The OEM has estimated that the recall will cost about 76 crore rupees. So this is neutral to marginally negative for Unum India in short term. So these were the couple of stocks which were in focus in today's trade. Apart from that, some of the bulk deals for today is Suraj Estate Developers, where BNP Paribas Arbitrage has sold 2.22 lakh shares, which is 0.5% of the stake at rupees 302.97 per share. Also, some of the corporate action for today are the price band has revised from 10% to 5% in case of MSP, Steel and Power. And today is the ex-date for dividend for companies like TVS Holdings, Bharat Dynamics and GPT Healthcare. So this was all about the Daily Morning Podcast. Thank you for listening.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.